almost 50 years. This is from their introduction material. 11 skills of leadership, getting and giving information. Communication, that is the most critical skill of any leader. How well they communicate with the people that follow them and the people they follow. The flow of information. This is one of the most corrupted portions of leadership. It is one-to-one politicians use to control the amount of information that they want us to know and the amount that we get back to them. Understand the group's needs and characteristics. If you have people with special needs, people that need more challenge, or people that need less challenge, or people that feel better working with others, or people that don't want to work with others, you need to know that to be an effective leader. Knowing your resources, knowing who has what skills and put them to best use. Controlling and guiding the group. Counseling or mentoring. How do you help people be better leaders? Help them through personal interaction problems. Setting an example of being a hard worker, being on time, being prepared. Representing the group. Planning, evaluation, sharing leadership, delegation, and manager of learning. This is a 300-page book. It's a program, like I said, that has been out there for 50 years. Here's a little bit further information I just mentioned to create learning situations for your manager of learning. And this is in our handout, which we forgot to hand out.
I'll get them.
Under one of the pages of the book on page 14, it's an e-book. There's a lot of information that's provided in HTML on the website, but there is an e-book. It costs $10 to help fund the program. Like I said, it's 300 pages long. It's called Resources for Leadership. And from that I pulled this. Anybody. There was an important job to be done, and everybody was sure that somebody would do it. Anybody could have done it, but nobody did it. Somebody got angry about that because it was everybody's job. Everybody thought anybody could do it, but nobody realized that everybody wouldn't do it. It ended up that everybody blamed somebody when nobody did what anybody could have done. Confusion, anarchy. Defining leadership objectively. The direct approach is oriented toward a specific leadership behavior which is clearly and objectively defined. The elements of leadership behavior are isolated as specific learnings which are systematically programmed into a long-term development process. The direct approach ensures that appropriate and sufficient time is given to the development of leadership skills to bring about the desired change in behavior and achieve leadership confidence. The second concept is that rather than being some nebulous characteristic which one has to be born with, leadership can be defined as a set of competencies which can be learned. Some 80 aspects of knowledge, skills, and attitudes have been taken into account in our research, which have been clustered into competencies. The 11 I just stated earlier. To sum it up, understanding of the concepts described here has helped us to bring into focus the acquisition of leadership competencies should occur by planned design rather than by accident. Although leaders may emerge as they do today as byproducts of group processes, this is neither an economical nor an effective way of developing leadership. Whitestag.org. I'm not going to read through this. You can take this home with you and read it. It's a little bit more on leadership. Talks about key qualities of leaders, skills are taught in special order. So we want to develop civic leadership. I mentioned I was a scoutmaster for 7 years. 5 years of that I taught a course called Junior Leader Training. Every year we would take 8 to 12 boys between 12 and 14 years old and teach them these 11 principles in the format of being patrol leaders. Part of the Boy Scout method is the patrol method. Patrol method teaches boys how to work together to achieve common goals. It's quite fulfilling to go through a process like that. Joyce and I were sharing notes. Joyce is training 4-H junior leaders for, I think, 8 years now. Very similar program. Not as good as the Boy Scouts, I think. The first year I taught junior leader training, the boys said, well, we don't need this. I don't want to be a leader. I don't ever care. I don't want to be patrol leader. I don't want to be senior patrol leader. All I want to be is a quartermaster. Tough. You're taking it. Mandatory. Everybody takes it. And I made them all take it. Second year, the boys had had it before. I take them off and I give them a separate set of challenges. It's a 2-day course, 6 days each, junction with a camp out. So the second year I had 2 programs going. I had a program for the boys that had been in already, building on the skills they had learned in the first year, what they had learned over the first year, and then the new boys. In the third year, the boys had been there 3 years and said, I don't want to go, I've already had this twice, Jerry, what are you talking about? I said, wrong. You're teaching this year, guys. You're a manager of learning. It's your responsibility to teach the other boys. So, over the course of that, it was great. I had one young man who was a wallflower who went on, once he learned the skills of leadership, to be one of the best senior patrol leaders in North Central Indiana. Went on to be a national leader in the Order of Arrow, if you've ever heard of that. And now he's a doctor. If you ever see Dr. Davis, you better tell him his old Scoutmaster tonight. So I can move on. Leadership is very important. We want to teach civic leadership as part of our program. We believe it's a big whole. We believe that all organizations can benefit from it, and we will work with any organization to help put this information out there. I've got 2 gentlemen, one a former Marine, another a former Army NCO. They're going to help me put together our program. We hope to have a camp ready by the fall so we can have an introductory level. One thing that we can do from our matrix is we can focus on areas that we need to work on. And that's what we're doing right now. We need to refine our message and engage and refine our recruiting efforts as soon as possible. So we need to work in refining these programs here, Education Recruitment 101 and 201, and we're going to have a committee, sign up for committees for that. Second area, we need to start a training program for activists and organizers to implement this. We've already done a lot of this. We have a lot of experience. We just need to do some refining, and now that we have a system, start tying it all together. Goodness, am I almost done? How much time have I taken?
You're a little over.
A little over? So, to tie it all together, Bob has developed a neighborhood leadership program so we can get out there and start spreading the message about the Constitution, start building our skills about activism and organism. Bill is building a constitutional education committee so we can start putting constitutional educators out there in our committees and in our groups, in our meetings. I've got 2 organizing committees, the Education Recruitment and the Organizers and Activists committees I just showed to develop on our program and start moving forward on our matrix and filling in our training and our reference material for the matrix where we can. We're starting a Bus Bauer campaign. We believe as constitutionalists we need to point out to the state of Indiana when we have gentlemen who are outside of the Constitution, and Speaker Bauer is most definitely, if not only the Constitution, and common sense and integrity. So we're going to mount a campaign to take the battle to Mr. Bauer. We want to encourage local canvassing efforts throughout the summer to get the word out about all the liberty organizations going on in the state. Check with your local Chamber of Commerce for a calendar. We've got examples of little third-page flyers you can print up, or you can modify it for your own and just hand them out. Joyce and I and Paul have handed out several thousand since last fall. Like I said, we're going to have a leadership for access camps this fall. We want to build a telephone canvassing and telephone chain committee. The Libertarian Party has a phone list of 10,000 names they want to contact between now and next spring. They need help. I want to help them. So we have some expertise, and a couple of our members who have done just that, led telephone canvassing organizations and operations. We're going to put them to the task to help us develop the material, and we need to lead and organize that. I talked to Chris Spangle who was here earlier, and he was very happy to be offered the help with that. The website, I need a newsletter editor, and of course contributors, forum hosts, and moderators. Anyone can help out technically, we'd appreciate it. And that's it. Thank you very much. So halfway with our nominations.